Live. Oh my. It says we are live. Good morning, everybody. Len Mooney here with Lunch with Len on geez, today is the last day of June. Can you believe that? June 30th. And we got a couple of things going on today. First off, I'm going to bring Michael Pierce on, and he's going to talk to us a little bit. We talked a couple of weeks ago on Lunch with Len about putting together a blogging group so that we could all share our blogs and et cetera with each other and try to help each other in the rankings and ratings. And having talked about that, we decided to create a new separate group, and it is out there on Facebook now called the ABCs of Blogging. And to be quite honest with you, Michael's been involved in a blogging group in the past that I haven't been, so I asked him to sort of take the lead, set it up, and set the ground rules. And so he's going to tell us a little bit today about what we're doing, and then we're going to jump over to, well, we know everything that we know that not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So hopefully our good friends Chris and Larry are going to share with us a little bit about what went on in Vegas. Maybe not all of it, but a little bit. So, Michael, take it away.
Hello, Len. Hello, everybody else. Quick notes here. In the blogging group, we're going to try and keep this simple. Every day of the month, there's going to be a date placeholder in this Facebook group. So today, there's one up for the 30th, and before I go to bed tonight, I'll post one for July 1st. So we'd like, just so there's some sort of organization, to have everybody post their post or their video under the right day of the month. This way we can stay organized and know who's supposed to post on. So how it's supposed to work is each person that brings a post into the group will post their group under the comment placement for the day. So today would be the 30th. Once you put your post into the day of the month, then you should go above in the comments section, because this is where your post will appear. And if there's two posts above you, go to those posts. Inside each post, either in YouTube if it's hosted in YouTube, or on the person's WordPress blog if it's on a WordPress blog, leave a good quality comment that in some way relates to the content. It's really nice if you can pick out a keyword or two to use, or to repeat the title in your comment, things that give relativity, show that you've had an interest, so other people are more likely to be interested. One of the good takeaways from Ray Higdon's training, he said he never wants to see anybody's blog post have a 0 in any of their social sharing. So one of the reasons for having this group and posting to it regularly, or as regularly as you can post a fresh post, is so that other people, at least 2 people a day, if everybody sticks to the posting on 2 posts above them, you'll have 2 people that have commented, liked, and then shared the post that they commented on and liked to their social media. Ray even said when he publishes his post, goes and likes and shares all of his own posts to each and every one of his social media channels that are relevant to the post. We're not asking you to do that. We just want you to take 2 posts during the same day period from above you, make a valid comment on it, then share it somewhere in one of your social media feeds, preferably a tab that has a 0 shared or a 1 shared. Don't go and share on Facebook if there's 19 shares on Facebook already. Go to the G+ tab or go to the LinkedIn tab. The object of the game is to spread the material out as far as we can, and if we all do that, all of our own stuff will become better shared. I spent 6 months in 2013 participating in Beth Hewitt's blogging challenge, and from that experience, my takeaway was Google Analytics actually gives you better credit for commenting on other people's blogs than publishing your own post. What I mean by that, when I was commenting on 2 blogs every day, my site Alexa ranking was steadily going down and down and down and getting better. When that challenge wrapped up and I was no longer posting 2 posts a day, my ranking started to go up every day. I'm sure there was other factors to correlate in there, but let's all try to comment, like, and share on 2 posts above us. If there's not 2 posts above you, simply go to the day before's placard and comment on the last 2 posts that were shared, because those last 2 posts will have the fewest shares, and the point is to get everybody's stuff evenly shared and distributed. That's one of the reasons for the day placement, so that everybody can look easily, see who's above them, and if they're the first person to post during the day, they simply go to the day below, which would be the day before, and comment on the last 2 posts. Their work's done. It shouldn't take you more than 5 or 6 minutes out of your day. The longest part will be watching the video or the post, because if you're anything like me, you'll have picked the relevant thing you're going to comment on about it before you finish the post, because in my experience, it's all about being relatable and pointing people, giving a positive spin on whatever's already been shared, so that other people are more likely to like and share your content. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Actually, it makes a lot of sense, and I've gone through Ray's training. In fact, I'm in his mastermind. The one thing that I'm always a little nervous about, and I like everybody else's opinion, is I do a blog post. I try to keep my business completely separate from my regular Facebook page. Now, what are you guys' thoughts on that? I'll publish somebody else's on mine, but I don't want, because I've got family. You know what? Not so much family, but people that are like, you know, what are you driving down our throats?
Do you have a fan page?
But I do share it on my fan page.
Well, yeah, we're not asking you to share it in your personal feed. The only requirement is you share it somewhere in your social media. And it would really help everybody if you pick the stream that you think most would be relatable to the topic, because you've now read the topic as well as you already know your audience.
Yeah, that's I've been willing to share somebody else's blog post on my regular Facebook page before I would share my. I just don't think that I'm ever going to share my own blog post on my own regular page. I do it on the fan page all the time.
No, what we're asking you to do is to share your post in the group so other people know where to find it, so they can like and comment. Then go find 2 other people's posts and share them with your social media somewhere. I have 6 different pages I can go to. I can go to Pinterest, I can go to Google+, I can go to LinkedIn, I can go to my Facebook feed, or I can go to my Facebook fan page.
I'll do that.
You know, so just pick one. And start a page, ABCs of blogging there if it's Pinterest, and then just peg the person's video there so that people will know that this is something that you're promoting, and it will snowball as everybody likes and shares each other's stuff.
I think it's great.
Yeah, let me reiterate that just in case there's anybody who missed that point. We have started a new group called ABCs of Blogging. That's where you would put your post, Larry.
Well, I understand that, but Ray, when he does all his sharing, he shares his blog posts on his personal fan page, and
well, you mean personal page or do you mean fan page?
No. Well, he does it on both.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what he encourages, to do it on both. I would share everybody else's blog post on my page, you know, just to be part of my news feed. But my own blog post, I'll share it only on I would only share it on my fan page and not my personal page.
Well, that's fine. I mean, share our posts on your fan page, not on your personal page. In fact, I think we really ought to be focused on building each other's fan pages up.
Hey, Larry, if you prefer not to have yours on your page, we'll just avoid Facebook with you and go elsewhere with them, such as Google Plus or LinkedIn or Tumblr.
Well, you know what? You guys are confused by me.
Yeah, I think that's not going to work, Chris. I mean,
I will share your posts on my personal page.
But you don't have to. That's the point.
Yeah.
But I won't share my own personal post on my personal page. I'll only share it on my fan page.
That's fine. I understand that. And you don't have to share anything on your personal page. If you share things on your fan page, or in other places, that's just fine.
I'm up for it.
Cool. You know, the object of the game here is for us to all try to help everybody get their rankings up. And the other thing is, let me just toss in a couple other things. I think Michael wrote up some rules We're not going to go over them here because we don't have time today, but there are some rules that were in there, like how many words a post can be, how many minutes a video can be. I mean, if we expect to ask other people to watch our videos, we don't expect to be putting out 10 or 15 or 20-minute videos. We want to limit the videos to 3 or 4 minutes. I think, what did you put out there for a number, Michael?
Maximum 4 minutes for a video. We won't watch any longer than that or guarantee watching longer than that, and 500 words for a post. There's some latitude there. If one's 300, the next one could be 700, but we don't want books.
Right. Yeah. And that was one of the things that discouraged me from some of the other sharing, especially the video sharing sites. I was in a couple sites where we were supposed to watch 5 videos before we could post one of our own. And we had people out there posting 10, 12, 15-minute videos. Well, I'm not going to sit there and watch 5 12-minute videos just so I can post one of my own up there. It's not worth it. So, anyhow.
So I posted a link, Len, in the chat for people to go to a post about this. At the bottom, there's an email sign-in if they opt in, and as soon as they've opted in, I will add them to the Facebook group, and they'll be on the mailing list for information as things develop.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you all.
Okay. If there's no more questions about that, we're off to Las Vegas. Who's going to kick off the party?
Viva. The ladies go first. But you have to unmute yourself, Chris.
Yes, yes, yes. So ladies get to go first? All right. All right, as you know, that there was a event in Vegas called NES 6, No Excuses Summit. And frankly, the first day I was kind of disappointed because everything that was shared pretty much MLSP had already shared long before that. However, except for Lisa Grossman, of course, it wouldn't matter what she said, I would love it. I guess I need to share my screen, huh?
Well, I don't know.
I don't have the option to share it.
Why not?
I don't know. Tells my profile or go mute in there. It doesn't, unless, oh wait a minute, this over on the side, isn't it? It's,
Well, you've always been able to
It's on the left-hand side.
I got it. All right. Can you see that?
I see that.
There's Larry and I. Actually, Larry and I spent quite a bit of time together, or I attached myself to him. But
Okay.
I think we had a lot of fun. So I'm going to talk about a man that I had never heard of. His name is Matt Barron. And I don't know if I would do everything that he suggests. I think his last one here is a little bit not within my integrity. But I might do this one. Let's see. That's not the one I want to show you. Here it is. And it's funny that he used World Ventures for this. But what he said was to jing the company website that you're targeting their people, and then you put your boot camp or whatever you're offering over the picture. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a funnel there, and if you're targeting World Venture people, then you also attach your funnel on top of the picture. Now that might work okay.
Okay. I assume that's a capture page.
Yeah, this is a capture page on top of the World Venture page.
Right, okay. So he just used the World Ventures page as a background.
And then he was talking about targeting buyers. This was another page, and you put your page on top of it. But the one that I had never, ever heard of anybody doing was actually stealing people as they're checking out. And I don't know exactly how he did it. But as people were checking out, when they were purchasing something and already had their credit cards out, something popped up and had them go someplace else. Now, I don't think that that's real. You have to use this paid search scraper to get that.
I guess I'm not quite understanding this, but
There was a service there that offered, instead of going through Google and going to websites and taking the URLs over here, you can do it where you put in parameters of what you want to look for, and they'll scrape the URLs that you want to put your ad in front of.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that too much. Some of the other speakers, of course, we're all familiar with: Tanya, Bill Pescasolido, Michelle, and they pretty much gave the same information that we already have. Bernie Caballos, or however you pronounce his name, started first, and this is where I sort of got disappointed, because what he talked about was doing Facebook ads with your blog posts. And, of course, Mark Harbert had talked about that months ago. But it started out the next day really well with Vince Reed. And I had no idea that he was part of NITS. I don't know why I didn't know that.
part of what?
NITS, MIT, the funnels.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't know that either. So.
And he did a really good one on YouTube, which we can show some other time. But what I liked was what Lisa Grossman said, and you probably already heard it before, about the 10,000 hours that you have to put in to become an expert.
Mm-hmm.
But it only takes 20 hours to be proficient in something. So that goes back to picking something and becoming proficient in it one at a time.
That goes back to like Ray Higdon and his blogging. When he was doing his blogging stuff up there, Ray is okay. Well, I'm doing this, boom, and this is boom, and I can go over here and do this, but he's got 10,000 hours in blogging. But her message is, it only takes 20 hours to become good at it. You're not going to be as good as these guys are, but just still don't let that stop you, because if you're not going to do it because they're not, you're not as good as those guys, it's going to take you a long time to get there, but you can be good at anything in 20 hours.
Probably if I can read between the lines of that, the message is that you can become good at something. Mm-hmm. One thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it, get good at it, and then move on to the next thing. Is that the message?
She talked a lot about community too, and I don't know. I got the feeling that the Elite Marketing Pro people don't feel the community that we feel. I know in their webinars they use the other one, where you don't see the people and there's no interaction with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Where our webinars, of course, big in community. What are you going to say, Larry?
Well, the EMP, Mike Dillard just came back and took back some of the stuff that he gave up before. So within a year, they're just building the EMP community, and they offer different products. A lot of their products are like MLSP, but the thing about it is, like Chris was saying, that you hear a lot of stuff that she's heard from MLSP people, or MLSP people were on there saying the same thing, but these are two different communities.
That's true.
A lot of people in NES aren't in MLSP and don't know anything about it. But the good thing about the No Excuses Summit is they have, for a day and a half before it starts, they have a workshop where they teach people how to build their first funnel. They teach them how to make their own capture pages. They teach them, how to incorporate it in with their autoresponders. Mm-hmm. And they teach them, their goal is to get people that weekend that have never ever gotten a lead before online getting leads. Mm-hmm. So they set up, they help them set up either a PPV campaign, or they'll help them set up a Facebook ad campaign. Okay. Or even if they're just doing solo. But the main goal is to take brand new people that have never done any of this before, or are so confused with these workshops. The first day and a half, the ones we didn't even go to, but it's to get brand new people getting leads for the first time. Okay. And like one of their stars was Chef Katrina, and she actually works for the community now. And last year she had never built a capture page, and never had her own funnel, and now she's doing it, and she's starting to become a leader. MLSP has been around, I think, 6-7 years, and really they're just building the EMP brand like that for, it's been a year.
Well, I'll tell you that the McShays and the Pescasolitos and Tanya and her fiance, and Diane Hockman also, they're leveraging both communities.
They are. They're part of both communities.
Yes.
Now, how does Moby fit into all this? Or does it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of the people. I know Pescasolitos a part of it, but that's like World Ventures. World Ventures has nothing to do with it. That's like my company, Remarka Mobile, which, by the way, is the greatest company out there. No, I'm kidding. But that really has nothing to do with these events. That's just other people. But MLSP and EMP are, basically the same thing, and they have different little things. EMP is just like I said, they're basically a year old with building their community. They're starting to.
EMP is Empower Network, right?
No. This is Elite Marketing Pro.
Okay.
And this is Ray, Fernie, and Tim.
Okay. All right. Because Empire Network's been around for a while, but I think they went out of business or something. I don't know.
No. Rick's still in it.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Empire's still there?
Yeah.
So this EMP is Elite Marketing Pro.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have capture page builders, okay. And they have their own autoresponders, and it's the same type of community.
Okay.
It's just a smaller version.
I didn't go to the workshops because we were told we could only build their funnels, not any other funnel.
Oh, I just stopped in there for a little bit because I know those guys.
Oh, yes.
But those guys are where the Fernie, Matt, and Tim are how I got my start. So I'll always support those guys.
Okay, you were going to talk about somebody else.
Yeah, I was going to talk about one of the other speakers, and I want to do more of a training once I get the videos and go over it. The guy's name is Terry Lamb. I don't know if you guys know him.
I don't.
He is a guy that he's been around 21 years veteran of affiliate marketing space. But in the last, he was a commercial airline pilot.
Yeah.
But he also, while he was doing it, he was actually starting to have success in building his online business in the air, which is kind of funny. But he did something that I thought was very, very interesting, and I want to look into it more. Is he does 30-second video commercials on YouTube. And it's specifically, you need it to be just 30 seconds. He goes to Powtoon, and he goes to these other places where he, have them make graphics for it, and he talks over it, and it's the same thing. He puts tracking pixels on his capture pages, and people who click on it. In fact, what he does is he makes the whole commercial clickable. Where except for the X to get out of it, but if you click anywhere in a commercial, that takes you right to the capture page for which he wants to do. But it's really a great concept that I want to explore some more.
Terry Lamb, huh? L-A-M-B?
Terry Lamb, L-A-M-B.
So I would assume if we go to YouTube, we can search for him.
Yes, but on his YouTube videos, on that he's promoting Mauve.
Mm-hmm.
So. But another guy that was there, one of the other speakers, was a guy named Chris Blair. This guy lives in Japan, and he's been big on Facebook ads and video ads, but he also got into e-commerce. And so he does this. He has these sites where you can go set up an account, and you can design T-shirts and sell them online, and he uses Facebook ads and stuff to do that. He said
he
he's.
was the last speaker today.
Huh?
He was the last speaker. He was very interesting.
He was a very interesting guy, high energy guy. But yeah, he sells T-shirts, hoodies, and other things from Facebook. And sometimes he was saying that some of his things sold, 20,000 T-shirts, which is phenomenal business. And stuff, but that's another thing I'd have to go. I go back over the videos for the replay. That probably won't be out for about 4 or 5 weeks.
What won't be out?
The replays from NES.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe sometime in the future you're going to want to go back and go over this some more.
I'm going to go back and go over these, and I'll do more training on I want to learn more about this 30-second. YouTube commercials.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was digging that.
He doesn't target just a certain segment. He targets everybody.
Mm-hmm.
When he sets up these second ads.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that first one. Matt Barron using a background image like the World Ventures background image behind the capture page.
Yeah.
Because I can see that being pretty powerful. You put up a capture page like that, target people that are interested in World Ventures.
Well, I was excited about it at the time.
What's that?
I was excited about it at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea of scraping people's names that are already in a checkout line and sending them somewhere else, I'm not so sure that has much appeal to me. But
no, he was talking. The scraper is scraping URLs. It gives you to when you do. These are PPV ads.
Okay.
So you scrape the URLs that you want to put your ad on. It's not that I didn't get the point too much of the scraping and checkout line thing. That it was confusing to me, so I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Plus, that day I was way hungover.
Yes, he was.
Now. There are certain things that need to stay in Vegas.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think you got any sleep at all that night.
No, I got about 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Okay. Well, you guys threatened to go a long time today, and you've only gone about 20 minutes. Is that all you've got for us today?
For now, that's all I have.
Okay. Chris, anything else?
Oh, I could talk a lot more, but it would go too long.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, like I told you, Thursday, 2 days from now, Thursday, we have Christina Irvin. For those of you who recall, Christina was on, I'm going to say maybe 2 months ago now, and we started to do some Google Plus training, and then and we had invited her to come back and do a follow-up session, and she had a family situation which caused her to not be available for a while, and I don't have any more details, but anyhow, she's now available. She's going to be here Thursday, and we're going to go do Google Plus. And then next Tuesday, I really want your help to get the word out on this. As usual, I want to pack the house. Jane Horlov is going to join us. Larry, I know you were on Friday Night Live when Jane was there, correct? Chris, Larry, who was on? Michael?
Yes, I was on.
The S came from Larry?
I was on.
Yeah. Chris, you were on?
I was on for part of it until it shut down, and I never did get back in.
Oh, you couldn't get back in here. Okay. Michael?
No, don't do Friday nights.
Don't do Friday nights. Okay. Well, Jane Orlov is going to be on Tuesday. She is just an incredible woman, and this is going to be a really good session. Jane has gone from insecure, overweight, and these are her words, not mine. I'm not describing her. She describes herself: insecure, overweight, couldn't speak the language, in a bad relationship, didn't know what to do with her life, to what we call her today the Russian firecracker. And she's at the top of the game. She is absolutely incredible, the transformation she's made and what she's doing in the marketing arena. Would you agree, Larry?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how she got her start.
Yeah. So she's going to be on Tuesday, and so think of any questions you'd like to ask her that you couldn't get to ask her on Friday Night Live, but also help me spread the word and let's pack the house. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. So unless anybody has anything else, that's all for today then. Don't forget, we all have to get in the habit now of going to the ABCs of Blogging Facebook group, checking in there once a day, and commenting on each other's blogs, sharing them, and doing whatever we can to help each other. And so and feel free to keep reminding each one of us that we need to remember to go do that. So, Rick, you've got friends that are killing it doing what? T-shirts? Oh, okay. Well, maybe Rick's going to have to come tell us about T-shirts. Okay.
Hey, let me tell you something Tim Irway said that I wrote down.
Okay.
It says, hope is the bastard of wishful thinking. Faith is much more powerful.
Okay.
I like that.
Hope is a pretty weak word. Faith. Faith. There's a whole chapter in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, on faith. And he doesn't mean the kind of faith that you get on your knees and genuflect in front of an altar. Just really believing, having faith that the system will work, that you can get where you want to go to. I've been reading Napoleon Hill again.
Nice.
I think it's my fourth time.
Yeah, I think we better have Rick on to talk about the T-shirt business.
All righty. All right, put it on the schedule. We all done for today, folks?
Hey, Larry.
Yeah. I'm here.
How are you getting the replays?
Oh, I signed up for them. You could buy them there.
Okay.
I'm sure if you go on the site, you can probably sign up for them.
Well, they're having the follow-up Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, so maybe they'll sell it on there.
Oh, they probably will. I'm sure they will.
All right, because I want to know more about Terry Lamb also.
Yeah. That was an impressive. I like that idea.
I took lots of notes on him. Okay, that's it, Lynn.
Alrighty then. Going once, going twice. We'll see you all on Thursday for Google Plus training.
So it's good.